Hey Aquarius, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well. So this series of readings, I wanted to find out what your person's secret was. What is it they're doing that they're not telling you? What is it they're not saying? What is it you need to know that you don't know? Keep in mind, energies can be reversed. So as you know, I get through this reading, you might sit there and say, yeah, no, that's me. And that's okay. If it's you, that's fine. You can have Aquarius in any of your placements. It does not have to be just your sun, moon, rising, or Venus. It can be any placement. If the title of the reading pulls you in, then there's something in this reading for you. What else? I think that's it. Okay, so let's get into it. The token that came out for you was the eagle. Okay, the eagle landed right on the travel section. So that can represent, from the token, can mean higher self, and it can also just mean freedom. So when I clarified this token, the eagle, we ended up with the hamster wheel, surviving and, daily hustle, the work. You can see the money on the wheel, like the Ferris wheel or a hamster wheel. I don't know. It's hamster wheel, but I like to look at it as like a Ferris wheel for some reason. Bounty hunter. So this is chaser and in hot pursuit. So you can see two dogs. One's got a stick. The other one's running behind it with the tongue hanging out. And then we have grip. That is anchored, chains, and weighed down. So this is telling me that your person, when they go on travel, they have a sense of freedom that they like. It gives them a chance to be in hot pursuit while they're working. And the grip is more, I view as you. There's you're actually being anchored down at home, which I'll get into in just a second. So where do I begin? Okay. When I clarified the hamster wheel, we ended up with the Six of Pentacles. We ended up with the Page of Cups and the Five of Swords. So I wanted to clarify some of these cards even further with a different deck. So the Six of Pentacles is about, giving and receiving and sharing. When I clarified, we ended up with dating. So this is dating sites, hookups, seeing someone, one-night stands, and forbidden. Okay, love affair, temptations, flirting, giving into pleasure. So your person is basically, when they're traveling, they have dating sites, hookup sites. They're having one-night stands with people, giving into pleasure, having their fun, doing what they want to do. When the cat's away, the mice play, right? Or however it goes. When I clarified the Page of Cups, so basically, they're having, the Page of Cups is like beginning stages of relationship messages, can be, young, just kind of starting out, right? Like when you're dating, right? You start talking to somebody, there's just basic sweet messages going back and forth, setting, plans, talking, it's just all the beginning stages. And so they're sending these sweet little flirty emotional messages to all these other people. Now, I don't know if it's masculine or feminine, you place it where it fits. Whether it's masculine or feminine, whoever they're, flirting with. And so they're making you out to be a fool while they're away with the gossip card here. Okay. So they're, having these conversations with men or women as if they're single and they're available to date and do whatever. And it's making a fool of you because I'll get into it, but you're at home. The Five of Swords is, them being sneaky behind their life partner. Okay? They're being sneaky and doing what they can to win at all costs when they're out on travel, hooking up, possibly even possible dating sites where they're even paying for escorts is one of the things I had downloaded and received. So, they're doing their thing and it's all behind your back, making a fool of you. When I clarified the bounty hunter, so this is the chaser in hot pursuit. So the Nine of Pentacles came out, the Wheel of Fortune, the Knight of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. So what this is telling me is while they're away, they're, Nine of Pentacles is single, independent energy. So they're out at wherever states or locations they're at, portraying themselves as they're single, abundant, independent, just doing their thing. And while they're on travel with the Wheel of Fortune, this is the perfect time for them to do this, is to act single, abundant, and on their own with the Knight of Cups. They're, the Knight of Cups, they're making other men and women fall in love with them for their own selfish satisfaction, right? This is, this is supposed to be somebody who is emotionally independent. So they're acting as if they're single. They are emotionally single and available to give out their attention. Like I said, this is the perfect time for them to do it because they are away on travel and free, right? I even heard, and this could be a code word for them when they do go out of town, because if they do happen to go to like the same states for work, for travel, I feel like I had even heard a code of the eagle has landed. So that might even be code for one of their girlfriends, boyfriends, or whoever they're hooking up with. Eagle has landed. I'm here. I'm in town. Let's hook up. Let's do our thing. Let's get our pleasure on. Let's get each other off. I hate to say that. It's terrible, but this is what's come out. This is what somebody needs to hear. They're, and the Knight is, that's very young energy. That's like somebody, acting like a teenager out, getting it on in hotel rooms, as they're traveling and, doing their thing. It's, coming in, making people fall in love with them, get it on, and then they get back on the plane and go back home to their, life partner, their soulmate at home that they've made a fool of behind their back. So when I clarified the grip, so like I said, this is, anchored chains weighed down. So what came out was the King of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Hermit. So what this is telling me is, It's a King of Wands, okay? Whether it's masculine or feminine, you take it as it resonates. To me, I'm going to read it as if it is on the cards. The King of Wands is all about the career, right? Entrepreneurship. They're out. They're, probably, a boss, a VP. And so they have to travel a lot. They have to travel to these particular locations for work. And so while the King of Wands is passionate, usually it's the Knight of Wands. That's the one that usually is the real flaky one that will come in, have a night of passion and flight out, just flaky in and out doing their thing. They're not a bad guy, but for their age, that's what they do. And if they're honest and open with people about what they're doing, then it's not a bad guy. He's like, I just don't want to settle down. I'm interested in a surface, just an intimate time. I'm not looking to settle down. I'm not looking to stay. And so the King of Wands is somebody who's supposed to be more mature. Yes, they're still very passionate. They still like to have a good time. They like to look good. They like to smell good. Could be somebody who's very good at dealing with the public, marketing, sales, just, somebody who's good at presenting themselves in a leadership role. And here's the thing, the King of Wands is not excused from having a hookup or cheating. Like that, they are very much, it's very much possible that the King of Wands can do it. Now, it's not likely that all of them will. It is, it is in them. If the opportunity presents itself and they're in the mood, yes, they are capable of being that type of person to jump on and go ahead and have that love affair, right? To do the forbidden, because they are away, they're not at home, they're in a different state. Chances of the wife and kids running into this person are slim. It's not going to happen, right? So if the opportunity presents itself, they're going to take it. Now, you could be the Queen of Pentacles who's at home. So the Queen of Pentacles is the one that's generous. They're hardworking. They're well-rounded. They're good at talents, business, love, and comfort. So I see you as probably a working parent. So when your husband, boyfriend, whatever is away on travel, you're at home, you're going to work, you're picking up the kids, you're taking them to soccer, whatever activities they're doing after school, you're taking them home, you're getting them fed, they're making sure they do their homework, you're making sure they get to bed, you're getting yourself to bed. So you're busy, right? While your husband, boyfriend, whoever is, away out of town, you're busy doing your thing because you're the working parent, right? You're almost working single because your partner is out of town, so they're not able to help you when they're out of town. So you're busy, you're making it all work. So you're the hermit, you're alone, right? You're basically in hermit mode. You're doing your duties, keeping the household running, keeping the kids, on schedule, doing what they need to do, taking them to their appointments until the husband comes back home from travel. So you're viewed as the person who's alone, and so they view this as you're weighed down. They don't have to worry about you going out and doing anything, but you know what I mean? So they're like, great, you're weighed down, I don't have to worry about you, you're busy. You're not going to be wanting to talk to me 24/7 while I'm away on travel. I'll talk to you briefly, have a quick conversation for you before I say I'm going out to dinner with the colleagues, which is part of what, travel is all about. When you go out with colleagues, you do have a tendency to go out and have dinner, maybe a couple of drinks, socialize, network, and then you go back to your hotel room and you get up the next morning and do what you got to do, or you catch a flight back home, however it works, right? And they feel very comfortable with the fact that you're hermit at home, being the working parents, you know, at home, being single and alone, and they don't have to worry about you. And then they get to be the eagle free while they're away on travel because they have no kids. They don't have to worry about you. They don't have to worry about coming home for dinner at a certain time. They can, you know, have drinks with their colleagues, dinner, and then have whoever they're paying or whoever they're seeing while they're out come back to their hotel, get them off, do their thing, have some fun, and then they get to go home to you. Yeah, disgusting. I know. Yeah. But this is what came out. It's sad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the handmade deck, and we're going to see if we can get some information. There's letters in here. There's hair color. There's eye color. There's colors of vehicles. So maybe this can help narrow it down for the collective, if this will, you know, be your reading, if it's something you need to look into, if it's something you need to worry about. So let's see what we have in here, please, for Aquarius. What else do we have for Aquarius for this situation, please? Get some details. Yeah, because the only major arcana that came out was Virgo. So you could be dealing with a Virgo, or you could have strong Virgo in your chart. They could have Virgo in their chart. Doesn't have to be. But there's also signs in this deck. So we'll see what comes out for you to narrow this down for the collective. Whoop, 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 whoop. Too many. Yo, yo. Wow. My goodness. All right, what do we have in here, please? Okay. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. There could be a Scorpio that is in somebody else's chart when they're away. Doesn't have to be. Somebody rides a motorcycle. Somebody has green eyes. The letter C. Red hair. The letter R. Somebody has a blue car. All right, so beach. So this person, you could live at the beach. This person could have business travel somewhere near a beach. We've got Sagittarius. We have the letter A. The letter T. The letter M. Blonde hair. Okay, One more. There it is. The letter J. Okay, so hopefully that helps narrow it down to give you some details for the collective on this. What else do we want to pull? I'm hearing, let's pull from the Message of Love Oracle deck. Let's see what is in here for Aquarius, please. Huh. Oh, you don't say. You don't say. Dishonesty. By lying, I ripped us apart. You don't say. Dishonesty, you think? Wow. Yeah. You don't say. Chemistry. I've never felt a passion this intense. Yeah. Yep. They're feeling chemistry outside of the relationship. And they were dishonest with you about it. Self-love. Yeah. You know, you're going to get to a point where you need to show yourself love, right? Because eventually you're going to find this out if you're not already wondering about this. You know, show yourself love, and this is going to be, you know, a lot for you to handle, and it's going to be important because you're going to need to heal from this. You know, this is very hurtful. If you've never been cheated on, it is very hurtful. I've been cheated on many times, many times. Now, have I done the cheating before? Yes, but I gave forewarning, and that was because my person was constantly cheating on me, and I made it very clear that I was going to step out if they stepped out one more time, and they did not believe me. And I'm not saying two wrongs make a right. I was in my 20s. I'm a different person now, but yeah, I have, but I'm not that type of person to just go behind somebody's back. I at least gave a forewarning. I'm a Scorpio. Like, I'm not gonna sneak it to you. You know what I mean? So you're gonna need a lot of, yeah. Third, really, you don't say. Third party. Yeah, you don't say. Thank you, Spirit. Thanks for the confirmation there. Yep, there were other things that got in the way in between us of being together. Yeah. Travel, dishonesty, and having chemistry with other people. Yeah, so not the best reading. But I hope it gives clarity to somebody who needs to hear it so they can do what they need to do to start showing themselves self-love and heal. Because, you know, when you find out something like this, it's very hard. It's very hard. Especially when you feel like you've been made a fool of while, you know, you're at home, you know, running the show, doing things, keeping the household running, and your mate's out there, you know, being free like an eagle. And yeah, so anyway, I hope this was helpful. Much love and light. I will talk to you soon.